Hey Gemini, this is going to be your reading for the third week of March. It is good for the Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus sign of Gemini. As always, keep in mind this is a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone that watches. If it doesn't resonate, check your other placements. You could find messages there instead this week, or just different, deeper messages depending on what part of your natal chart you look at. Gemini, if you want to book a private reading with me, the link to my website's down in the description below. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Right now it's Soma Chandra Gemini. And Gemini, this is one of the most, I feel like it's one of the most beautiful readings I've seen in a while. Mostly because of the oracle cards and the vibe I got off of it. I don't know, Gem. I think you're about to knock Aquarius off the top of the pyramid for me. I think you guys might be my new favorite. I'm really digging your vibe right now. What came out of my first oracle deck for you guys, these cards paired up together. So I let them, when they want to work in pairs, I let the oracle deck work in pairs. Fear in reverse and release in the upright. Things that you have that have caged you with fear, you are releasing right now. Releasing fear. Facing your fear and then just willingly releasing it into this beautiful waning moon. So we had a waxing moon of fear and then the waning moon of release coming out for you. And that's leading you to purity and fruition. I feel as though you're moving into this time where you feel as though you're fresh and clean and pure. This clean slate for you. Moving into a time of fruition is like manifesting. When things come through to fruition, some of you are going to feel an upswing in creativity. You're going to realize that once you release fear that holds you back on a deep soul level, on a spiritual level, it does wipe a slate clean for you. So I feel like you're going to be feeling really pure in the middle of March. Some of you where you live in the world, you know, where a lot of parts of the world were, here in the US, we're exiting winter and moving into spring. You may get one cold burst of air this week. One more final snow, you know, and it's going to lead you to this place where you realize that you and you alone can make your dreams come true, coming through to fruition. You are coming through to fruition here, Gemini. I see the masculine is in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So some of you are releasing a masculine counterpart that perhaps, I think some of you have finished playing out a contract with someone. Let's cut to the chase because I have justice in the Wheel of Fortune here. And I feel as though this person no longer serves you. Some of you, your divine masculine energy might be a little out of balance right now. I think that that will be okay moving forward because I think you're releasing some fear and that's hard to do, right? But you're going to get this pure moon, this snow moon, this clean slate, and you will be able to manifest and bring a new harvest into fruition and your masculine energy will return. But I think that there's been a masculine counterpart that you're releasing and justice is served with that person. I see you moving into a time of abundance and growth. Dang, that's gorgeous. Really beautiful. And what your guides want you to do to help you stay focused on your journey this week, Gemini. So much healing energy coming out for you. Pink opal, be kind to yourself. And Celestite, soothe your soul. So this next week in March, it's really important to be extra kind to yourself. No mean talk to yourself. Don't put yourself down. Don't be hard on yourself. This will be a week to be kind to yourself. Your soul has been through something rough. It's time to allow a soothing energy to come in. A challenge for you will be selenite. Clear out the clutter. This card's been making its rounds. A lot of you need to clear your space, clear your home, clear your heart, clear your mind, clear your life of anything that does not serve you. This is a challenge, but if you put yourself first and you realize clearing out clutter that doesn't serve me will lead to that purity. It will help you continue to release fear and it will soothe your soul and help you be more kind to yourself. I also notice at the bottom of the deck, shift your money mindset. I think moving into the end of March, some of you will need to shift and change the way you think about finances and money, but that's just at the bottom of the deck. I know that some of you feel like you're waiting because you see yourself as the Seven of Pentacles right now. I want to cut right to that. This week, you're going to see yourself as the Seven of Pentacles. This is witness consciousness, where you have to take a long-term view of life. And if you want sustainable results, you will have to persevere. You will have to make an investment in your present moment. You may be waiting for something to happen, waiting for the fruits of your labor to come through to fruition. Whatever goal you have in mind, whatever you're working on, whatever you've been tending to, it does appear that you are waiting for something to happen. Your guides want you to know, the angels in particular, that all is well and that divine order is at play. I love that these cards came out for you. Jeremiel, everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. So if you're not sure why things have gone down the way they have for you recently, your guides just want you to know it's all happening the way it's supposed to, Gemini, and there are hidden blessings that you might not understand now. You will. Everything is happening in a divine order. Raguel says so. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. So there's a lot of divine orchestration happening in your life right now. Your guides are saying, relax. Everything is the way it's supposed to be. Everything is happening in the order that's supposed to. We have justice here for you. Libra energy. Karma being righted, justice being served, things coming into order, things coming into balance. I do also think that you guys will experience some clairaudience this week, which is you will maybe get some psychic downloads through sound. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. So you may receive some good counsel from others this week. Make note of that. If you hear something just at the right time you needed to, it's clairaudience. If you feel pulled or inclined in a certain way to a piece of music you hear as well, I get a lot of clairaudience downloads through music or sound. I think you guys will experience some of that. It'll be like a psychic activation to let you know that you're on the right path. So right now at the center of everything, Gemini, you guys are the Six of Swords, and your challenge is the Devil in reverse. Some of you have been dealing with a Capricorn. Maybe you have Capricorn in your chart somewhere. Maybe it's your South Node. Maybe it's been giving you some trouble. Maybe it's your North Node and you need to move towards it. But what I see here for you, Gemini, is this week will be a nice, slow, steady clip for you. That's a rite of passage. It's a transition. You're going through a bit of a change. It's a slow, healing energy. And a challenge for you is to realize that what you're moving away from might not have been good for you with the Devil in reverse. This is a demon that we face, and we practice detachment. So practicing detachment from things that no longer serve you, that aren't good for you, that are toxic, an addiction, a restriction, desire even, and not in a good way. So I see you releasing feeling chained and bound, a lack of desire for something, probably because it wasn't good for you, and you're just going to slowly move on. I see that what's driving you is you feel a little haunted by the past right now. Six of Cups in the upright, but the Queen of Cups in reverse. Some of you have been connecting to a water sign or a Pisces in particular. Of course, not all of you, just some of you. I mean for these cards to represent you. I do think that you will be feeling a bit nostalgic this week. Six of Cups has come out for a lot of signs lately. You may be reliving the past. You may be recalling a time of innocence and joy. You may be missing happier, easier times. You may recall your own childhood even, recalling a specific person. But for whatever reason, Gemini, you feel the need to keep this cup of love turned down for yourself right now. The Queen of Cups in reverse realizes that she needs to focus more on self-love and self-care. You may be triggered by something from your past, and it may trigger a feeling of codependency within you, but I don't feel like it's going to hold you back because the Devil's in reverse for you. And I think that you just can't extend that loving energy to another person because in the deep past, you might have been loving to a fault. Might have even been in like a parent-child kind of role, in particular with a romantic partner. This could be a person around you missing you. If it is, they might have an issue and they need to just let it go and let you move on. Yeah. Deep within in recent past, Judgment and the Moon in reverse, Scorpio and Pisces here. So you have heard a calling. You have come to a major crossroads where you have an absolute knowing about a situation within yourself or around you. that's caused you to come out of a time of confusion. You still have a lot of repressed emotions. You will have a heightened intuition this week. You will face the future with some uncertainty, but I think very recently and deep within, you have heard a calling that you cannot ignore that has kept you out of the moonlight in some way. It's pulled you out of an illusion and things not being as they seem. I do think for some of you, there is a person around you that you're trying to move on from. They might have been very attached to you, Gemini. They may want a rebirth with you, but this relationship hasn't been good for you. And I think you just want to move to a place of calm and peace. But the moon in reverse is not the sun in the upright, except, oh wait, we do have the sun in the upright. Do y'all even know what this card combination means spiritually? You are coming out of your lower energies, an illusion, and things not being as they seem, and you're moving towards a place of clarity and warmth. So much untapped hidden potential coming out as you accept major change and hearing the calling of the divine. What your guides are telling you right now, 6 of Wands in the upright, but the 3 of Cups in reverse. First of all, some of you have gotten out of a triangulation of some kind, but not all of you. Some of you are spending a lot of time alone right now. Not a lot, but the 3 of Cups in reverse is where we're kind of learning a lesson of independence, which is good. I think we all need to kind of deal with independence right now because of COVID. I do think that you want some alone time right now. I think some of you are trying to put down like hardcore partying possibly as well, moving away from third party situations where there's been codependency and addiction involved. Your guides are also saying, you might not be getting out and having as much fun this week, but hold your head high. Remember all of your accomplishments. Apparently, you guys have some things to be proud of right now because that's your advice from Spirit. The universe is saying you can and will be successful. Assume that you have won. You deserve public recognition and praise and reward right now. Be self-confident. Be confident in your lessons of independence as well. You can do something on your own. Just hold your head high. Some of you kind of need to act as if right now in a situation, but this is something that I think that you've earned because that came out as your advice. Actions for the week, Gemini, 2 of Pentacles in reverse and 4 of Swords in reverse. So I actually like the 2 of Pentacles in reverse a lot. It's where we realize we kind of have to reprioritize some things. We've been juggling, maybe making some excuses for ourselves or with a person. You've been very flexible in this situation. You've been very adaptable, but you ignored your emotions and you had multiple priorities and it became overwhelming for you. This week, if that has been happening to you, you realize you've been overcommitted, you've been a little disorganized, and it'll be a week of reprioritization so that you can get your balls back in the air and get your balance back. I also see that you guys are coming out of a time of recovery. Now, because the moon is here with the devil and the 4 of Swords, should you be proud of yourself? Yes. I still think that you're moving through a place of transition and you really can't take care of anyone but yourself right now. I think that's why the Spirit's saying watch your soul tribe and who you socialize with right now. You guys are getting over something and you're not quite recovered from it yet, but you're slowly coming back to life after a period of dormancy. You're just kind of calm right now. I also think there's a person you've been dealing with that stressed you out and you were trying to figure out what to do. You're not anymore. You're like, I'm dropping the balls. I'm really tired. But I do think that you see yourself as just sort of waiting and being in the present moment. In your environment, I'm pretty sure it's a person because what came out was the Wheel of Fortune, the 2 of Cups in reverse, and the 5 of Cups. You definitely played out an important karmic cycle with this person. It was part of your destiny and there will be expansion moving forward. I think that this person wants to continue to play out a cycle with you. I think that the 2 of you aren't talking right now and there's distrust between the 2 of you and disharmony. But this person's disappointed and sad. And I think that you're disappointed and sad too. You guys have regrets. I notice here's the 3 cups that have spilled. And here's the 2 cups left standing, but they're pointed down for this person. And I was like, oh. So there's been regrets about the way something's gone down with a specific person, I think, here. And I was like, well, what's the energy between them? And I got Justice. So I have the Wheel and Justice with this person. Cause and effect. Justice has been served. It's a tough energy. But your guides are saying if you play out another cycle with this person, You have to weigh your odds and accept all the consequences that come with it. I think that you might have delivered a consequence to someone, and I think that you felt like you had to because it wasn't good for you. I wanted to know what this person had to say to you, Gemini, so I used the Hidden Truth Oracle deck. I love you unconditionally. I'm becoming a better person. I feel you even though we are apart. This is a person that has a lot of deep love for you. They have an unconditional love for you, which speaks to that Six of Cups energy. This person wants you to know that while they have unconditional love, I think that they need to spend time alone and become a better person right now. They feel you even though the two of you are apart. But whatever happened between the two of you, you need to know you're still recovering from it and moving on because you've seen the light and you've seen the illusion and justice is served. So just stay in your present moment. You may want things to happen more quickly, but remember what the Archangel said. All is well. Everything is it's supposed to be right now. This crop will bear fruit when it's ready to. You're still getting over this karmic cycle here that you just played out, but the way you're going to feel is good. 8 of Cups to the Sun. So we move from the moon in reverse to the sun in the upright. You're going in such a good direction. Yes, I absolutely think you have the right to be proud of yourself right now. You are walking away from something. The 8 of Cups is where we do have to kind of escape, you know. We are disappointed. We're so disappointed that we have to withdraw and abandon a situation. 8 Cups is a lot to walk away from, you guys. But he knows that it doesn't matter, that he has to leave it behind. Even if he doesn't know where he's going, this person knows they have to go. And where you're going is towards happiness and clarity. I think you feel like, I feel you guys saying to yourselves, if I can just walk away and go get some air and fresh air and clarity, I'm going to be able to move forward and I can get this devil off the table altogether. And I think that that's true because your final outcome is the Star. Aquarius energy. That's healing. That's freedom. That's finding your soul's divine purpose. Everyone wants to be around this person. It's a happy, popular, motivated, free person. Really calm, really happy, just totally free from baggage. This 4 of Pentacles, I think, is someone else. I think there may be someone that's holding on to you and wishing for a renewal with you. But I feel like you've had a rebirth and you know that you have to leave some stuff behind. I do also think that some of you are holding on to the past a little bit and it's hard for you to open up and let go. For some of you, this is about shifting your money mindset and deciding to be conservative with finances. But for some of you, I think it's a person still hanging on to you a little bit. They feel you even though the two of you are apart. And I think that you're trying not to make any more excuses for the situation. I do think you stand back and look at the past, but I think what you see is the justice that was served between you and this person, the justice you got and the justice you had to deliver to that person, and how you just need to move on to something calm now and release anything negative in your life and between you and that person. Yeah. And I see you moving into calm. The High Priestess is at the bottom of the deck. So listen to your intuition. It will not steer you wrong. High Priestess, 10 of Cups, the Lovers, there you are. The Hierophant, the 6 of Pentacles. You know what, Gemini? I feel as though some of you are calling in a soulmate, a future soulmate. You're not chasing anybody. I think that you are thinking about manifesting a soulmate from within. I do think some of you have a person around you that's very curious about you. This might be a family member. This may be a person that's already in another connection or they are receiving help and support of some kind. This might have been a person you were very generous with. But I also think that a lot of you are calling in a future soulmate. This person will not come in for a little while with the Star and the 7 of Pentacles, but that's okay. I think what your guides want you to know is just be patient. New cycles will come as you finish your healing. All is well. Everything is how it's supposed to be right now. All you're supposed to do right now, Gemini, is clear out the clutter and soothe your soul and be kind to yourself because you're releasing this fear and now you're moving into a time of purity and bringing new things in your life into fruition. This crop will come up. It really will. Yeah, it really will. That was so beautiful. I loved it. Nice energy for you guys this week, Gemini. I love this. This is top of the pyramid for me. It's the best reading I've done all week. So I hope it resonates with you, and I hope it helps you. Thanks for being here with me, Gemini. I am always here to listen to the universe for you. If you'd like to book a private reading, the link is in the description below, but this ought to do it for most of you. Yeah, I hope it helps. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.